The heck are you doing here today? Well, since you're here, I have a half day off of work, and kind of nice outside, so what do you say we start our bumper build series, huh? Sounds good. Let me go get my lunch kettle, and I'll get my lunch kettle. How about we roll our intro? Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike. This is Everyday Off-Road, and today we're going to start our bumper build. One of, oh, I have no idea how many are going to be in this series, but walk you through what it's going to take to build a bumper for Double D here. Now, if you owned a CJ, a TJ, even a WJ, JK, all the popular Jeep models, even XJs, you have a wide variety of aftermarket bumpers out there. Tons and tons of aftermarket bumpers, ranging from anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand, all depending what you want on them. But sadly, for first generation Grand Cherokees like Double D here, the ZJ model, not so much out there. Very little. Sad. Sad, can you think? So, we end up having to fend for ourselves. And that is where this bumper build series will come in handy. Now, I may do things you might not like. It happens. Everybody builds their bumpers differently. I'm going to show you how I plan to do Double Ds. Now, you need to think about what you need or want on your front bumper. Is it strictly just for show? You want to get rid of that stupid piece of plastic that's standing out in front and, get a little more stability if you, end up hitting something? Hopefully not. Do you want to put a winch on it? Are you planning on going off-roading, and do you need recovery points? If you're going off-roading and need recovery points, you need to take into consideration your approach angles. You need to consider your fender protection. Are you going to be putting any brush guards on? All this stuff has to be taken into consideration. Now, currently, Trail Rig has an aftermarket bumper, which is a winch bumper, has 2 D-ring recovery points, comes all the way around to the outside of fenders, real nice, but it's for an XJ. I'm wondering, how hard would it be to modify that XJ bumper to fit a ZJ? Now, they're both unibodies. Yes, they are both unibodies. But the rail spacing is different. The mounting holes are different. I also had to take into consideration this being a 98. The grille dips down below the headlights, so I do not have a straight line across the bottom like I do over on Trail Rig. So, with that being said, let me thank you. One of the joys of filming out here in the open air garage during the day, a lot of truck traffic. So let me start over again with that last statement after that truck goes by. I'm going to go try to haul up the bumper from the cellar. Now, mind you, the winch isn't on it, but it still is quite heavy. I bring it up. I'm going to bring up some horses too, and I'll show you what we have. Now, some of you are saying, oh, why don't you just start from scratch? I could start from scratch. But I have a bumper that may not be used. Extra parts. Parts is parts, right? So, I could go that route. Others say, you know, there is a company that makes a winch plate. That's true. I could get the winch mounting plate and build off of that. But that's $200 and some, I think $249, $269. And it's going to take a while for that to show up. And you know what? It's not here. I didn't order it. I don't have the money for it. I'm not monetized. Nobody's paying me to do this. I'm doing this on my own. This is all coming out of my pocket. So, with that being said, if you don't like it that I'm starting with an already built bumper, modifying it, you know what, just turn off now. Just turn the video off now, go watch some cat videos or something. Right? Go to one of the other channels and watch them. Watch them get paid for doing this stuff. I'm doing this because I want to. So, you can scour Craigslist, scour the Facebook Marketplace, go on eBay, and look for used bumpers. They're out there somewhere. Somebody has one. Pay a couple bucks for it, even if it does not fit what you're dealing with. You can always use the metal. So, enough of me gabbing. Let me go get our victim, so to speak, our victim, and bring her up here and see how well Double D likes it. Alright, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. Here is our victim. This is a JCR Off-Road DIY winch bumper. Several years ago I bought this. It came in a flat box about that thick. That was it. About 2 inches thick. Everything was flat. There were no bends, no nothing. All the material came in a flat sheet. For example, this piece right here. When it goes all the way down, there's a little lip down here. All of this came in one piece. The bends were relief cut, meaning there was a little tab of metal here, in the middle, and on this end. The rest was cut with a plasma cutter, very nicely, I might say. Oh, if you have an XJ, look into JCR Off-Road DIY bumper. It is very nice. It's very sturdy. I don't remember if it came with the unibody tie-ins or not. I think I may have gotten, there was a special going on. You buy the bumper, you get the unibody tie-in. Enough said. Getting back to what I was talking about. You put the stuff in a bench vise, clamp it down to your bench, your workbench or whatever, and you bend it yourself. And then you tack it all together and you weld it all up. So, as you can see, it has seen better days with the finish. So, let's take a good look here at the front of Double D. Take you here in the bumper. Now, like I was saying before, my grill dips down. I do not have a straight line across my parking lights like I did with the trail rig. So, at some point in time, we must take in consideration where our outer ends meet up with the center section. Because I would like to have it go straight across the parking lights, dip down, and follow the grill. If not, I may have to line it up with the bottom of the grill and build some sort of little box underneath the parking lights. This is, like I said, this is the start. This is what we have to work with. I believe what I will be doing is taking a cutoff wheel. This is where one of the welds is at, and cutting along here down, and a little bit is on the bottom, and taking these ends off, taking them off completely, and dealing with strictly just this center section, the winch mounting section. Yeah. Alright, well, on the way home from work, knowing I was going to be dealing with a black painted bumper, I stopped and got a white paint marker. They're doing construction right now on the one highway going into work. Man, was it a pain in the butt to get to that hardware store. One of the things I want to measure is from the outside of this ear to the outside of the other ear, and the inside also, so I know where I'm going to end up when I start measuring on Double D. Outside measurement is 33 3/4. One of the other things I want to measure is the outside leading edge over here, mainly that up here. Hey, don't look down here. I'm over here. Right, over here. I measure here from here. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna call that 60 inches. There. Do the same for this back right here. I believe it's going to be a little bigger. I think it's tapered outward. Yeah, it is. It's tapered outward. Yeah, 63 3/4. We need to get that off of there. We need to find out what we are dealing with underneath here. I kind of know what's under there, but as for like measurements, depths, what we need to have actually covered, I know there's a evap canister underneath there I'm gonna have to deal with. First things first, we need to get, oh, hey, hang on. We need to get that grill out of there, which means Open up the hood. There's a series of screws across the top, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's pushed down into the plastic header panel. There's actually a big header panel underneath here. Two screws hold the grill in, and a couple tabs too. Now before I go yanking this thing off, let me go take a peek inside here. Make sure that, yes, oh, we're missing one there. We're missing one there. Huh. It would seem I have some screws loose. Pull it out and up. See, it hooks inside this header panel. Taking the grill out exposes our push pin. Normally what I do is I just get underneath here with a screwdriver and pick one side up a little bit and get underneath the other side. Work it back till it pops up. Here's my fireman's pliers. Pull the pin out. That should release the base enough to pop out. Now you can reuse these again by just simply pushing the pin back in. What else is holding? We have pins down below along the radiator bracket. Now some of you are saying, why are you throwing your carpet down? Well, yes, the grass is nice and cool, but there's also critters. Right now, I don't need to be bitten by any ticks, any little creepy crawlies. That's just me. Maybe you like it. I don't. So, we put the carpet down. Down on the bottom here, there are push pins. Okay, right about here, there is a tab built into the header panel that the bumper cover slides up and just catches. Now this can be just released from down below. Usually, easily from down below. Or if you're lucky, from the side. Or from the side if it's broke. Now you can see the damage done here by our little crinkle. I'm not too worried about that. That's what your bumper looks like. Oh, sorry. That's what your bumper looks like. If you're saying to yourself, hey, that looks like styrofoam. Guess what? It is. That is styrofoam. Styrofoam front bumper. Beauty. Let's get him out of the way. Say sayonara to him. And inspect what we got over here. Alright, right, juicing the battery. Alright. This is the end of our unibody construction. We have holes on this side. This opening, this access, does not go all the way over. There is, let me show you, about that much. kind of where I have my line there. What we need to do is we need to trim this out full depth and put a plate in here. I don't know if you can see the holes in there. Probably can't. Let me show you the underside. Here are the holes in question. I got, let's see if we can get this white balance to hold here for a little bit. It's gonna be this one all the way up there, that one, and this one. We need to avoid our plate that we put in, this way, needs to avoid this hole, because this hole is rolled inward. There's actually a big lip on that hole. So we need to avoid that. The plate that we put in, I'm planning on having tapped holes, so I need to pick up this pattern and transfer it to our plate and put threaded holes in. This is fine and dandy if you're a mole crawler, but we're going to be running the winch and the D-rings. So what we need to do is we need to put a plate on this side and tie it in to this bolt and that bolt to stiffen up the front unibody. Did some quick measuring. I took into consideration this back step here. From this mounting surface to this mounting surface over here, we have roughly 32.5 inches. Between here and the corresponding side over there, we have 33.5. If I weld onto here a 1/2 inch plate after removing this and the XJ mount right there, get a 1/2 inch piece to fit in here. I will have to bevel it. I'll probably take it to there and bevel it back this way. When it comes time, I'll show you what I mean by the beveling. And I'm going to weld it all up. I did take a measurement on the bumper cover out here and here, and we are about 2 inches too narrow. So the removal of these right here will be necessary. I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by, tooling around with me on Double D, starting our bumper build series. Do me a favor, click the subscribe button. And while you're down there clicking the subscribe button, hit the notification icon, that little bell. That'll send you a notification every time I post new content on the Everyday Off-Road. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, hey, feel free to give us a thumbs down. But if you do, please tell us why. If you have any questions, concerns, any comments, even ridicule, post them down in the comment box below. So, end of part 1 in our bumper build series. For Everyday Off-Road, I'm Mike. We shall catch you guys later.